We gather here in this particular time and place to make a circle. To make a circle with our voices and our attention and intention, knowing as we do that our people have gathered around fire and trees and water for thousands of years, plotting freedom.
Hi, I'm Hajra Heather. I'm a curator at Savvy Contemporary, an art space, a discursive platform, a space of conviviality. On our invitation to this project, African Digital Heritage proposed to create a sonic archive. It is a multi-episode podcast that explores with different people invited to respond and engage with Walter Rodney's ideologies and to comment and locate it regionally and to really expand on the understanding of these ideas in how they are relevant to us today, and what are the proposed solutions and how can they be administered on the ground and how they could be followed.
Community is all we have. This circle, consecrated for freedom dreams and those who practice them across time and space, meeting in this sonic landscape.
So, what do we understand by development and underdevelopment?
This project will manifest itself in a series of lectures, performances, workshops, exhibition, invocations. It is a multi-chapter project in which we find ourselves here at the second chapter in Nairobi with our partners in the project, the African Digital Heritage, which is being curated by Chao Tayiana, Lisa Mwangi and Mumbi.
Thank you so much, Hajra, for giving us the context around Savvy as a whole and the entirety of the project, because it's not just here, it's a satellite project.
My sister's house has no jailers. It has color and cacti, and my sister comes ready to fight. In my sister's house, we praise fluidity. We unpractice binaries. We watch them collapsing. She has an air tempo.
We accompany this launch with a series of further engagements through conversations with some of the contributors, a response from the students who have engaged with this archive, and some poetry contributions as well as some music contributions that we will be witnessing today and experiencing together with the audience.
Walikam wakagrab zetu land wakigrab then sisters back to us zikasundwa zetu land nasema back to us zikasundwa zetu land nasema back to us hey zikasundwa zetu land nasema back.
First of all, thank you so much for joining us here today. It's truly humbling to see all of you here and enjoying yourselves. And I hope you've learned something, but you've also had the opportunity to gather, exchange ideas, and just learn together. So this next session, which is our last thing for today, is just an opportunity for us to reflect on what we've been listening to and what we've been speaking about today. But I want to start with the scriptwriters and the people who recorded the podcast, because many of them are here today. One of them isn't here today, but I think it's important that we recognize their work and see their faces and just feel excited to see them. Okay, so we'll start with episode 1, Maureen Kasuku.
Hi everyone.
everyone, my name is Maureen Mo Kasuku, and I am here for the African Digital Heritage event on Walter Rodney's How Europe Underdeveloped Africa. So I am one of the scriptwriters. I have written episode 1 on the myth of underdevelopment. Today is a really important day for all of us because we really put our hearts and souls into this project. One of my fellow scriptwriters, Karida, talked about community being everything. And I am just so happy to be in community here with everyone. This is very personal to me because I grew up with a lot of self-hate and a lot of misconceptions. And it's just great to learn from everyone on the myth of underdevelopment and what we need to do to move forward. So I'm just happy to be here with community, learning, teaching, and growing.
Today's event, I think, is very important, especially to young people, the youths. It helps us understand more about our country and how far we've come. And it also opens up our mind to understand that we don't need external help or intervention to grow and to develop. We need ourselves, and what we need is education, we need empowerment, and we need understanding. And I'm also learning the importance of community when it comes to development.
I think this is really, first of all, really interesting to get people to this public space. I love libraries, and to have an event being hosted at a library is really interesting for me. And to just get people here communing together, trying to enjoy the different episodes of the podcast that were created is a really, really good experience.
Hi, my name is April. I am a journalist and I'm also an original producer of Until Everyone is Free, which is the team that Felix Otieno and Stoneface Bomba, who worked on one of the episodes, are part of. And what we had tried to do and did with that podcast is more or less of the same spirit as today's event. So it's actually really encouraging to see other people doing similar work and taking it in different directions. The ways in which people are taking on this mission or this exercise in political education, the diversity of the ways that it's being done is in itself very encouraging.
Unraveling the underdevelopment complex or towards post-underdevelopment interdependence is a project that's very close to Savvy Contemporary's ideology. It is an ode to Walter Rodney's How Europe Underdeveloped Africa. This is the second chapter, as I mentioned earlier. Our first chapter took place in Cameroon at the Banjul Art Station, and our next chapters will be taking place in Berlin, Abidjan, and Johannesburg.